after his attempt at the trick play there, he comes away without number 2.
An unreal trick play from Logan Lacey on another pop-up. He's putting some family jewels on the line to come up with that one. Heck of a play.
Lacey risked it all. Another pop-up in the infield. This time Isaac Parra with the call, and he'll make a casual catch. Inning could have ended in the wrong way for the Firefighters there. If that thing touches the infield, Hosley scores the inning-winning run. Parra grabs it routinely, and the Firefighters still trail just by a point. Another look at Garrett DeClue's backflip pitch as we go to the 7th inning. Welcome back to Buffalo, New York. Banana Ball live on ESPN. Full capacity crowd on hand here, home of the Bisons, AAA affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. Cowboy Kyle Lewig's out for his 2nd inning of relief. Tossing to his battery mate, Bill Leroy, who first met when they were freshmen at the University of North Georgia. Joined each other in Banana Land, summer of 2018, on temporary contracts. We're only guaranteed 2 games. This is year 7 for the duo. And they've lived together the entire time, both at school and in Savannah. 1-1 here on Zach Watson. 5, 6, and 7 due to swing it for the Firefighters here in the 6th. As Cox goes between the legs, Ziggy fields it between the legs on the other side. Double trick play from the Keystone State kids.
Well, Cox with another smooth transition between the legs and throwing it to Alex Ziegler. It is in perfect position for him to retrieve that baseball between his own for a nifty double trick play. The Bananas now up to 7 in this ball game.
Parker Nolan 0 for 2. Sends that a mile foul. Would have been a home run in cricket. Out of the premises here of Salem Field. And we wait for Vincent Chapman to be tossed a new mask behind the plate. Rocking a Firefighter's helmet as well. Never know if that cat's going to break out. Only able to check his swing, according to the first base umpire, Alan Gorwitz. Another uncomfortable hack. Able to foul it off, though. Shattered bat. And EJ can't handle the spinner going to third. His former Davidson teammate is aboard with 1 away.
An odd way for Parker Nolan to collect his first hit of the series. But a lot of soft contact. Eric Jones Jr. also having to deal with the bat in his peripheral vision as he's fielding that one. Just juggled the banana ball, but Nolan already so far down that first base line, it was going to be hard to get him regardless.
Parker can fly, tries to steal second here. He's going to have to retreat back to first. DR Meadows backflips, makes the catch. Tries to double up Nolan, not in time on his strike to Ziggy.
And that is now 3 straight games for DR Meadows with a backflip catch in center field. That's the kind of trick play I want to take home and introduce to my mother.
I wouldn't stop you from doing such a thing. Liner back up the middle. Zachary Bridges with the base knock. On board for the third time today. Nolan up to second. A guy who was a perfect 23 for 23 in his stolen base attempts in college.
The head coach of the Firefighters and a firefighter in Corpus Christi, Texas, Val Perez.
Val Perez steps in. Player manager for the Firefighters. Bill helps her get the sunglasses out of the tangle of her hair. And this one fouled off. Fans don't make a play. Val is our second member of the United States national women's baseball team to play in this ball game. Joining Ashton Lansdell for the Nanners. This one the other way, and Jackson Olsen under the leg will grab the trick play as Lewig strands a pair, and has 2 scoreless innings under his belt.
And that's the most impressive defensive inning we have seen in this ball game. The double trick play from Cox and Alex Ziegler, a Meadows backflip catch, and the under the legs toss from Jackson Olsen.
Oh, that's good analysis, Mr. Talevsky. Hello, YouTube. Enjoy this Christian Dierman and Kara Wolfbauer intro. What an entrance from Mr. Electric, Christian Dierman. His 6th year in Banana Land. Majority of the first 6 spent as a Savannah Banana. Has popped over to the Firefighters, now number 1 on Banana Land's newest team. A squad that needed some firepower as Jesse Cole is on the field.
Now coming to bat, the world's tallest hitter, Dakota Stilts All-Britton.
What a battle. Guys who have been teammates across the last 3 tours now face each other for the first time, and Vincent Chapman trying to get a better vantage point for the 10-foot 9-inch pinch hitter was on the back of Zachary Bridges. We're going to call time. No real danger for Stilts to steal first base, as it takes him on average 9 seconds to go the 90 feet. Liner, not caught. Saw Stilts poke one through the right side last night. Blaine McIntosh, who's in right once again, grabbed it between the legs, retired him, and was showered with boos by the full capacity crowd.
Everyone here in Buffalo had thought Stilts had a hit in this ball game, and once again, another one dropped into right field. McIntosh instead is going to try and race him to the bag, and it's Stilts collecting his first hit in the series here in Buffalo, and a big roar from the crowd.
That was the right move by Blaine. Stilts should truly be 2 for 2. There's not a lot of unwritten rules in Banana Land, but if the guy on 5-foot stilts gets a ball to the outfield grass, that's a hit. It was not a hit yesterday. It was a 9-3 trick play out as Malachi Mitchell immediately pinch runs for his teammate across the past 4 years. And DR Meadows flares this into shallow left, behind the back sliding attempt by Zach Watson. That was an insane move. Flash is getting the wave around, relay from Para, not in time. And a trick play miss to walk off the inning for the Nanners. That's a gift from the Firefighters. Bananas ahead by 2 points now.
A costly mistake from Zach Watson with a very aggressive trick play try, not only sliding but trying to field it behind the back. And really not that much time for analysis as we're transitioning into the world's fastest inning. Zach Phillips now climbing the hill for the Bananas.
Former Royals minor leaguer toes the slab. And Blaine McIntosh with a quick 0-2 count. The right fielder, check that. Get that Trey Vanderpool. Check that, make it South Trimble. Fast ones being pulled all over the place here. So Trimble out of nowhere, pinch hitting for McIntosh. And putting up a good fight. Hasn't even had time to strap up his batting gloves. Now, if you foul a ball off, you can get out of the box. Trimble does not do it here. Still has unstrapped gloves and spoils another one from Phillips. This one out to center. Meadows eyeing it up. Gets rid of the glove. Tries to pull off his backflip barehanded catch. That's only the second time he's tried it in his career. Nailed it in Savannah a few months ago. Comes up empty here.
It's an uber aggressive try from DR Meadows. And luckily, he doesn't have to feel too bad about missing that trick play thanks to the walk-off the Bananas collected in the bottom of the sixth. They've got a little room to breathe in this ball game right now.
Back to the top of the order. Joe Lytle fouls it into the second level, not caught by the fans. And just like that, second straight hitter behind 0-2. Has to look out for a 5-pitch mix. 4-seam, 2-seam cut, fastball, curveball, and changeup from the man out of Texarkana, Texas on the bump. This one to EJ at third. Looks back, Trimble, and then across the diamond to Crosby, who has just been inserted defensively at first.
That's normally a situation where you could see a trick play try with the runner on. Eric Jones Jr. decides to check him and just make sure he gets a sure out, especially following a trick play missed.
Logan Lacey steps in, 0 for 3 on the day. Another one bounced to EJ. And out number 2. Dakota McFadden fouls one off. Not caught by the fans. Also working on an 0 for 3 afternoon. Able to get D-Mac to chase there. Philly with some Nestor Cortez-esque trickery on the mound. Messing with the timing from the man out of Rocky Point, North Carolina. Count even at 2-2. Trimble still leads off second with 2 outs. Philly working quickly. This one back up the middle. Meadows on the run. Can't get it with the dive. It'll be extra bases for D-Mac. He's thinking about 3. No, he's going to slam the brakes. Wise decision by the 6'3", 235-pound extra hitter who picks up his 10th ribeye of the summer on the double. And Colin Ledbetter, covered in ketchup and mustard on home plate to celebrate the Firefighters scoring.
That is truly one way to celebrate a 4th of July weekend. Colin Ledbetter enjoying his condiments. The Firefighters enjoying their first run in the top of the 7th. McFadden now with 2 doubles in the series. Has been great batting with runners in scoring position, a .333 mark.
Bender just misses right down the middle. As Vincent Chapman might say hi. And it's going to be a base hit from Stephen Cullen. McFadden going station to station, back-to-back 2-out hits from the 3 and 4 hitters for the Firefighters. This rally here in the top of the 7th, all made possible due to the D.R. Meadows trick play missed in center. Firefighters pushed across 3 runs in the 2nd due to trick plays missed from Olsen and Cruz. They still trail by 2 points, but have been doing a good job today of capitalizing on the Nanners' defensive miscues. What a job. Ryan Cox sliding play in the hole. Gets the lead runner and stops the bleeding. Phillips strands a pair of runners. And the Firefighters with a chance to notch their 2nd point of the game. They'll have to blank the Bananas in the bottom of the 7th. As we honor all the service members, both past and present, here in Salem Field. We pass that on to everybody watching on ESPN. And we welcome in the man in the yellow tux, Jesse Cole. This is the 2nd Banana Ball game ever broadcast on ESPN. They've both happened across the last 3 days. How crazy is this experience for you?
Well, it's been a wild journey. You know, think where we started 8 years ago, just playing traditional baseball, to developing this game, a banana ball game, to see players coming from all over the country to join this, unbelievably talented players, and putting on a show again tonight. It's pretty special.
Now, Jesse, last night we saw a 1 hour and 40-minute game following on Friday the fastest game in banana ball history, concluding in 1 hour and 29 minutes. Today, 5 innings have been thrown in less than 3 minutes. What's impressed you about the game speed this weekend?
Well, speed of the game is everything for banana ball. You know, we want fans to want more, and I think that's what got us to develop this game. Was we didn't want it to be long, slow, and maybe like a typical traditional baseball game. And to see what they're doing, you know, we're having strikeouts in under 15 seconds, innings which we've had under 1 minute. Obviously not this weekend, but these guys work hard on that, and that's what makes this game pretty, taking it to the next level.
Jesse, what is next for banana ball?
We got a big vision. You can see as we build these new teams, we've got the Firefighters showing out today. Party Animals have been built for a few years. I think we're going to have more teams play this all over the country.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cole. It's always a pleasure getting to hear from you.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too, Jess. There goes our fearless leader, alongside his wife, Emily, who we got to hear on the mic a few innings ago, shouting out our Bananas Foster family of the night. Marshall Schill will take over on the mound. Has 2, 3, and 4 here for the Nanners. First up, the red-hot Eric Jones Jr. with the 3-0 count. 2 for 2 today. Walked off the 3rd inning with a double off the top of the left field wall. Had 2 walk-offs on Friday night. Another walk-off last night. Just sticks the old bat out, gets some barrel going, and this one's going to roll all the way to the wall. Chugging into second base with his 2nd double of the afternoon is EJ.
That's just the raw power of Eric Jones Jr. on full display. Getting good barrel on the ball. And a good start for the Bananas, trailing by 1 run in this inning, trying to keep the Firefighters from scoring a 2nd point. Now Marshall Schill starts out Michael Deeb with the ball outside.
Debo for 1, a ball for a sprint his first time. Malachi Mitchell pinch runs for the 3rd time today. He's the Bananas' designated runner, which, remember, means he can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. This is the 3rd time through the order. Looks like Zachary Bridges might have been crossed up on that. Failed to get glove on the offering from Schill. So Flash on second represents the inning tying run. Deeb who homered on Friday night, represents the inning-winning run. Throw into center field. Ill-advised, as Flash will get a free 90 feet.
Well, that's why Malachi Mitchell is inserted in these ball games so often for the Bananas. He's there to wreak havoc on the base pass. Got a little two into Marshall Schill's head. And that throw errant of Isaac Parra. Bananas with a chance to tie up this 7th inning as Michael Deeb swings through 2-1 offering.
That ball stroked into right. McIntosh grabs it on the run. Flashes tagging, he'll score easily. The son of United States Olympic gold medalist Dennis Mitchell has speed that you cannot teach, on display right there, as Deeb knots the inning up on the sac fly.
And again, you credit Michael Deeb for putting the ball in play, getting it out to deep right field. You also, again, have to credit what Malachi Mitchell was able to do, distracting Marshall Schill a bit, and being able to benefit off the error.
Bill Leroy steps in. And that one out of the ballpark. No chance for the fans. Bill walked off the 1st inning with an RBI sprint. Fly out back in the 4th. That one stroked to left, and it'll be in front of Watson. Base knock for the Bananas backstop. Reese Alexiadis steps in, 1 for 2 on the day. Has to look out for 6 different pitches from Schill, who will throw sidearm and submarine. It's taken him to pitch professionally in Canada as well as Australia, as this thing is tattooed deep out to left center field. See you later. 2-run 7th inning walk-off bomb for Super Reese Alexiadis.
Number 2 with home run number 2 on the season for the Savannah Bananas. And Alexiadis and Schill were teammates last season in the Pioneer League. Now it is the Bananas right fielder getting the better of the Firefighters submariner.
Forget Reese's pieces, he got all of it. And the Nanners, just like that, lead 4 points to 1. Guy who led the Pioneer League with 29 bombs a season ago, en route to winning league MVP. And boy, he has some majestic blasts. Nanners up by 3 points. Hello, YouTube. Oh, folks going crazy here. I don't know what the ding this is, but I like it. The folks going wild here in Buffalo, New York, as the Nanners lead the Firefighters 4 points to 1. 7 innings behind us, 2 still on the docket. And Austin Krasminski, the former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer, takes over on the mound.
This is his 31st outing of the season. And Krem, across what was a pretty impressive minor league career, had a 3.08 earned run average, only allowing 66 walks and striking out 167 batters in 85 games. He's excelled this season in keeping men off base for the Bananas and has the second lowest opponent's batting average this season. They are 221, batting 221 against the righty.
Daniel Brito with an 0-2 count. Former Philadelphia Phillies minor leaguer, made it up to AAA, just like Krem did in the Angels system. Brandon Crosby will bounce this between the legs, take it to first himself to take care of the pride of Ciudad Guayana, Venezuela. Isaac Parra pokes this foul. The donut hitter tonight has not struck out yet, to the dismay of the full capacity crowd here in Buffalo. If he goes down on strikes, they all get donuts. Kuzminski trying to make it happen. There's a four-seam fastball, circle changeup, and slider. Goes with the gas on the 1-2. Put in play, DR Meadows is gonna catch this barehanded. Got rid of the glove, and will grab his second trick play of the day.
Well, tried a one-handed bare hand snag and was not able to complete a trick play. Now decides to throw away the glove, use both hands. He's got a second out for Austin Kuzminski, working quickly, just 1 minute and 40 seconds into his 8th inning.
Zachary Bridges steps in, 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Out of Four Oaks, North Carolina. Of course, the brother of former Banana, current firefighter Noah Bridges, who was injured the week before the team made their Banana Ball debut. And will be out for the entirety of the rest of this tour, unfortunately, as this one tapped foul. Noah Bridges in his second year in Banana Land. Zachary was in the Atlantic League playing for the Charleston Dirty Birds a year ago, and actually got to play against Bridges and the Nanners in the Challenger Series up in the capital of West Virginia. Shattered bat, floated into shallow center, and Cox tried to barehand it on the run. Comes up empty. Zachary Bridges aboard for the 4th time today.
That one splitting the bat. Pretty good for Zachary Bridges. Good attempt for Ryan Cox, trying to show off some more flair and get Krem out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down, but Krem still all smiles as even he had to dodge that shattered bat from Bridges. Jackson Olsen fields the grounder off the bat of Trey Vanderpool, goes under the legs. And the Bananas were able to shut down the Firefighters in the top half of the 8th inning.
Nanners trying to sweep Buffalo, New York. Another look at Jackie's trick play. We'll get to swing it in the bottom of the 8th when we come back.
And we're gonna join in and all sing as loud as we can. A little yellow. Grab your neighbor. We're bringing it together. Here we go. All right, let's hear you sing. Here we go. Now let me hear you say yellow. Keep it going. One more time. Keep it going, Buffalo. Keep it going. We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
Welcome back to Banana Ball on ESPN. Nolan Daniel takes over on the mound for the Firefighters as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
This is Nolan Daniel's 7th outing for the Firefighters. In 2023, he had just a 5% ball-4 sprint ratio and an 18% strikeout ratio. He is noticing an inverse this year, allowing sprints to 17% of batters and striking out 10%. But today's ball game, a big opportunity for Nolan Daniel to try and turn things around on the mound, as Jackson Olsen's got a flower girl introducing him to the plate.
It's good to have some help when you're making a walk out into the center of the arena with over 16,000 fans on hand. It can be daunting to do by yourself, so Jackie brings a friend. Nolan lives and dies by a very heavy two-seam sinker and the slider you see right there as he backdoors it in for strike one. He'll work around with a circle change. Primarily throws it to lefties. Is that one barehanded? One-handed snag by a fan in the second level. It's the third foul out to a fan today, the second off the bat of Jackson Olsen.
And that ties the Banana Ball single game record for most foul balls caught in a game. Tremendous play by the fans behind that third base dugout.
How about that? Danny Hosley retired in style by Parker Nolan in center.
After a great gem by the fans, Parker Nolan comes up with one in center field. Little 360 behind the back. Thank you very much.
Give me that. Give me that, he says. And Robert Anthony Cruz says, give me that double. He is not joking. He is not joking. 2 out, 2 bagger for Rack. Nolan Daniel trying to escape what is now a sticky situation. Inning-winning run in scoring position. Nice backdoor slider here to Cox. This is Daniel's 6th year in Banana Land. Spent 4 collegiately from the summers of 2020 through 2022. That would be 3 collegiately for everybody checking my math. This is his 2nd year in professional Banana Ball. One of the greatest pitchers ever produced by Dublin, Georgia. Scrapes the inside corner with the heater, gets Cox looking, and holds the door. Here comes the young professor.
On the scoreboard, heading into the top of the 9th inning. The score is 4 points for the Savannah Bananas to 1 point for the Firefighters. But folks, this thing ain't over. That's because, according to the rules of Banana Ball, in the final inning, every run counts for a point. That means the Firefighters can strike here and score some runs, tie it, or even go ahead. On the other hand, the Bananas need just 3 outs to win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final inning. Welcome to the final inning. And here to get you fired up and ready for the final inning, please welcome 68-year-old Patty. Whatever Patty does,
Patty joins the young professor down on the field as we take a look at the rules here in the final inning of Banana Ball. Every run scored will count as a point. If the inning ends tied, we'll go to tiebreaker showdowns. Patty getting the people going, shaking the hips. And the folks trying to figure out how to replicate her creative dance moves as Danny Hosley takes over on the mound for the Nanners, trying to secure a series sweep here in Buffalo, New York.
Danny Hosley is 16 for 17 in save opportunities this season. leading the tour with his 187 ERA plus, which is representative. He is 87% better than the tour average pitcher this year. And in the month of June alone, he struck out 48% of the batters he faced. And now the Firefighters are about to announce their golden batter in today's contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Firefighters are going to their golden batter. Please welcome D-Mac Dakota McFadden.
Tough to have any qualms with that decision. D-Mac came in today hitting .357. 1 for 4 on the day with an RBI double. And he has a good chance of seeing Hosley twice in the inning. Had a great chance of stealing first there, after he was tied for the tour lead in steals of first a year ago.
I mean, you're in the department of getting guys on base down 3 points in the ball game. It's been a wise decision for McFadden to try and take off. Now Ryan Cox slides up the middle and is able to fire it onto Brandon Crosby at first base. Rob Dakota McFadden of a leadoff single, a web gem for the Bananas glove magician.
It's not just trick plays from Coxie. He lays out and makes a fantastic play for out number 1. Just able to get D-Mac, who is now immediately in the hole. The golden batter is exhausted for the Firefighters. They have to hit the way their lineup is drawn, and that is the kind of ugly swing we have come to expect from Danny Hosley's Vulcan changeup. Drops in the big 12-6 curve, and he's ahead of Joe Lytle 1-2. Working quickly. Lytle able to foul it off. Fans with a chance to make a play. They can't come up with the catch.
Well, what mystifies batters about Hosley's Vulcan change is it has a lower spin rate than the traditional changeup, so it is very hard to pick up at the plate. Lytle's giving the fans another chance at catching this one, but the net getting in the way.
Also has 8 to 12 inches of otherworldly horizontal break away from lefties, as Lytle has to pirouette out of the way of a fastball. The 2-2. Just misses. Count full on the Firefighters DH. And Lytle works the sprint. He'll have to be content with one base. Why is he going for 2? Son of a gun. That's why he's on the field and I'm in the booth. Firefighters in the business of base runners. They need 2 guys to reach before they can think about tying this game. But Lytle saw the outfielders were deep and he could beat them to second base.
Again, once you draw the ball for a sprint, you can take as many bases as possible before all 7 defenders touch the ball. Lytle's goal was to get into scoring position, and he was able to do so again, benefiting from the fact that the Bananas outfielders had not quite shifted in far enough towards that infield to move the ball around quickly enough.
0-2 count on Logan Lacey. Been the offensive hero for the Firefighters across their first 13 games, and the big bender misses inside. Working on an 0 for 4 afternoon. And it's going to be 0 for 5. There's the Vulcan changeup. Strikeout number 1 for Hosley, out number 2 for the Nanners.
A big punch out for Danny Hosley, and the Bananas have finally found a way to solve getting Logan Lacey out at the plate. This appears that it'll be the first game in his Banana Ball career he will not be able to reach base safely.
D-Mac behind 0-2. Started the inning as the golden batter, hitting in the place of Blaine McIntosh. Hosley has the Bananas a strike away from sweeping Buffalo. Everybody on their feet. The 0-2. Fired high. Fastball 91 to 93 from Hosby. You cannot forget about it while hunting the change. BMAC under this one. A mile high out to left. Robert Anthony Cruz waiting for it. Back flipping, makes the catch, lands the flip. The Bananas win 4-1, and they sweep Buffalo, New York from the Firefighters.
And the sweep is punctuated in the best way possible. Another terrific win for the Bananas, and Robert Anthony Cruz, after missing a trick play early in this ball game, is able to rip the back flip catch, preserve the sweep, and the Bananas fired up here in Buffalo, New York.
There's only one way to celebrate a win in Buffalo, New York. And it's time to break a table, because it's Bill's Mafia time!
Forget the ladder. Dakota Stilts Albritton with his 5-foot leg extenders takes the highest tumble of his career and decimates the folding table as you get another look at the strikeout of Lacey. And then the backflip catch from Robert Anthony Cruz. The Bananas boogie down on the field as they celebrate their 35th win of the year, opposed to 22 losses. Boy, this is clearly the best team in Bananaland in 2024 after the Party Animals stole the tour from them a year ago. They are retooled and out for revenge. A lot to talk about on the post-game show after Bill Leroy shouts out his teammates. The next game we'll have Saturday night in Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. Free to watch on the Bananas YouTube page. Bill, take it away, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your winning squad. Infielder Dalton Malden with entertainers Alex Ziegler, Flash the Kid, and Maceo. Up next, our starting pitcher, Ethan Scooge. And behind the plate, myself, Bill Leroy. And our pitching staff, Cowboy Kyle Louise, Ryan Kellogg, Jared Donaldson, DJ the Invader, Austin Chrismindy, Andy Archer, Zach Phillips, and Noah Niznik. And for the boys that do it all, our utility players, Eric Jones and Danny Huxley. And for our boys and girls in the infield, Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Brandon Crosby, Ashton Lansdale, and Danny Oberst. And in the outfield, D.R. Meadows, Rack, Robert Anthony Cruz, Michael Deeb, and Reese Alexiadis. Our coaching staff, Adam Byron, Ray Ortega, and Tyler Gillum. Last but not least, the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
One more time for your Savannah Bananas. Wow, Buffalo, 3 amazing days here. Thanks for finishing strong with us. 48,000 fans over the 3 days, and 3 of the fastest games in Banana Ball history. Over 50 trick plays, and you guys brought electricity every step of the way. Guys, thank you for making our dreams come true. We love giving this show. We love having fun. We love doing all this for you guys. So we're not done celebrating with you. We're going to meet all of you out in front. where the band is. We're going to have a post-game plaza party today. You can meet all the players, get pictures, autographs. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Thank you guys so much, Buffalo. We love you, Banana Nation.
What a weekend in Western New York. The Bananas, unbelievably impressive. They sweep away the Firefighters and now improve to 35-22 on the tour. Welcome inside the broadcast booth with Josh Tolevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday with us here on ESPN. What a weekend for Banana Ball. What a weekend for the Bananas.
The game is being played better than it ever has, and it was exemplified here in Buffalo. Of course, Friday night, the game is the fastest in Banana Ball history, a 1 hour and 29-minute game. Last night's contest, 1 hour and 40 minutes, a top 10 fastest game in Banana Ball history. And today, the game concludes in 1 hour and 37 minutes. It is the fourth fastest game in Banana Ball history, and it was once again all-out domination from the Bananas across the last 4 games. The pitchers have only allowed 10 runs to their opponents. And another big thing we saw from the offense, it's these guys who were affiliated. Robert Anthony Cruz and Eric Jones Jr. combining for 3 doubles in today's contest. Of course, we saw the Pioneer League MVP from a year ago collect a home run for the Bananas as well in Reese Alexiadis. And of course, defense very impressive as well. Across 3 games here in Buffalo, there were 52 total trick plays between the Bananas and the Firefighters.
And in case anybody is wondering at home, I have crunched the numbers. 10 runs across the last 36 innings pitched for the Bananas pitching staff. That is a 2.5 ERA. Incredible in baseball, astronomically low in Banana Ball, a sport that really caters towards the hitting. And this Nanners team, you had guys coming in, as you mentioned, Olsen and Robert Anthony Cruz, red hot. And then you have the trick plays. They come through the pitching, unbelievable, as you mentioned. But it's timely hitting. Eric Jones Jr. with one of the most clutch and impressive weekends we've ever seen from a Banana Baller.
It was mighty impressive what EJ was able to do, once again extending his tour lead in home runs this season. And look, the Bananas at times even had some bad luck on their side. There were 3 foul balls caught in today's game. All of them went against the Savannah Bananas, and yet they were able to conclude the sweep against the Firefighters today.
So what's next for Banana Ball? Saturday night, we will be in Nationals Park. The Bananas and the Firefighters will play their final game against each other on this tour before the Firefighters ship off and play the Party Animals on back-to-back weekends after that. It will be the 3rd Major League Baseball stadium in Banana Ball history, and the show will be unlike any other I can imagine come Nats Park.
It's sure to be an incredible show. I know that the crowd here in Washington is going to be incredibly rowdy, and again, I think the big focus going into Nationals Park will be the speed of the game and how quick those pitchers will be working out on the mound.
Bananas Firefighters next week. Then the Aussie Drop Bears come to Savannah from the land down under and will square up against the Bananas for the 2nd straight year. It is going to be a wonderful couple weekends in the future. But boy, we do not want to overstate how incredible it was here in Salem Field. Over 48,000 fans across the 3 games here in Buffalo. They were lively crowds. Good to see some homages to Bill's Mafia. 3 folding tables were broken across the weekend. It was a banner weekend for Banana Ball.
Again, it's not just good play on the field, but it's dominating the entertainment aspects of Banana Ball as well. Of course, the crowd really loved the table smashes, but then you even saw things from the Firefighters, them getting into the celebration, of course, climbing the ladder, and Colin Ledbetter being covered in mustard and ketchup today.
Correct. Cannot forget about that. It'll be thrilling to see what former major leaguers or stars can be dug out of the woodworks in Nationals Park next week as the Firefighters play their final game against the Bananas before they ship off to play the Party Animals for a couple weekends after that. That is all we have here from Buffalo, New York. Now, Banana Ball will return to ESPN in the near future. More to come on that. I cannot be the spoiler. Just know that we will see you very soon. And thank you so much for spending Friday night as well as Sunday afternoon here with us in virtual Banana Land. It has been an absolute delight getting to bring Banana Ball all around the country here on ESPN. Big thank you, Josh Talevsky. Unbelievable stuff on the statistical savantry and the color commentary. A huge shout out as well to our coordinating producer, Chad Reese, and our director in the control room down in Savannah, Georgia, Kylie Sadomka. Thank you so much to the rest of our incredibly talented crew. What a tremendous job you did this weekend. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. As I mentioned, we'll be back on the airwaves next Saturday, July 13th from Nationals Park in Washington, D.C., and the game will be free to watch on the Bananas YouTube channel. Coming up next here on ESPN, it's going to be WNBA Countdown with LaChina Robinson and Caroline Peck. And after that, enjoy the Dallas Wings versus the two-time defending champion Las Vegas Aces. Have a terrific rest of your Sunday. Until we see you again in virtual Banana Land, we will. See you later!